Hello students, welcome to our computer class. In our last class we have completed half of this chapter, chapter 6, and today we will complete this chapter. So let's start. At first we will learn how to change the size of the row, column and cell. To increase the height of a row, first we have to select any cell of that row. Then we will go to the cells group of home ribbon. There you will find format button. Click on that format button. You will get a menu. From that menu you have to select row height. So one small row height dialog box will appear where you have to write the row height. The default row height is 14.4. So I'm changing this. I'm making it 20. Click on OK. The height of the row where active cell is present will increase. See, it is now 20. Or we can adjust the row height according to the contents of a cell present in the row. So in that case, instead of this row height, we will select auto fit row height. So automatically according to the contents, row height will be increased or decreased. Now how to change the column width? Select any cell of the column whose width you want to change, like this column, H column. I am selecting one cell of this column, that is H8. Now again we will go to this format button. From this menu now we will select column width. Default width is 8.26. I want to change it to 12. I have typed 12, then click on OK. This column width has increased. Here also, like row, we can adjust the width of the column according to the contents of a cell present in the column. Like here, one cell in each column, we have this big text. So according to this text, I want to increase the width of the column to fit this contents in this column. So what to do? Select this cell, go to format menu, and from this format menu, you select auto fit column width. See, the column width has increased to fit the contents in this cell. Now one more option is there, that is called default width. This is for default column width for all the columns of this set. So here I can write 12 suppose. So this 12 will be the column width for all the column of this worksheet. Click on OK. See, this is 12, this is also 12, this is also 12, 12, 12. But in this column, auto fit column width is applied. That's why its size is more than the width of other columns. Now we will learn filling color in cell. To fill color with cell, you select a cell or a group of cells by dragging the mouse across them. This is the fill color button. Click on this down arrow beside that fill color button. Select any color from here. I'm selecting this light green color. So this light green color will be applied to these cells. You can type the text on this color. So this is the way to highlight one or few cells in a worksheet. Now we will learn how to apply border to the worksheet. See, when we will take printout of any worksheet, this grid line will not come in printout. To bring this grid line in the printout, you have to apply border to them. So for that, first you have to select the cells where you want to add borders. Then this is the border button present in the font group of home ribbon. Click on the down arrow beside this border button. Here you will find a list of different types of borders. Select any border which you want to apply to this selected cells. I'm selecting all borders. See, this all borders have come. Default border color is black and line style is single line. If you want to change the color of this line and the style of this line, so you have to select this. Then again we have to open that same menu. Here under this draw borders you will find line colors and line style. So from this line style I can select any style. Like I want to use this thick border. Then you can change the color of the border also. Line color like red. Now see, your mouse pointer turned to a pencil symbol. Now using this pencil you can select the cell to apply this outline border. This is now the outline border. Now if you want to apply this border color and style in this line, then you have to draw using this pencil. Like this. Okay, even you can hide this grid line also to make this border more eye-catching. How? Go to view, deselect this grid line. Now see, no grid line is present. This like output will come in printout. Now after this we will learn how to copy and move data from one cell to another cell in a worksheet. Like here in this cell we have our school name, and in next line the address of the school, that is Midnapur. So if you want to copy the contents of these two cells to the other part of the same worksheet or in different worksheet, first you have to select these two cells. Then we will go to clipboard group of home ribbon where you will find a button called copy. Click on that copy button. A moving dashed outline will appear around the selected cell. So in this case, the contents of these two cells will be copied to the clipboard, which is a temporary memory area used by all the application of Windows operating system to store, cut and copy data and object. Now you select the cell where you want to paste the copied data. Then again you go to clipboard group and click on this paste button. or you can do the same things by right clicking on the text. So select the text, right click on that, a context menu will appear. From this menu you select copy, then find out the new location where you want to paste it. Again you right click there. From that menu now you have to select this button which is called paste button. So this will appear. Once you copy the contents of one or few cells to the clipboard, you can paste it multiple times until unless new data will be cut or copied. Now we will see how to move the data in a worksheet. Select the cell or cells whose data you want to move. One black border will come around the selected cells. You move your mouse to the any edge of this selection. Your mouse pointer shape will turn to a cross arrow symbol. Using this, you drag your mouse by pressing down the left mouse button and leave it to the place where you want to move it. Another way also we can move data. Select the cell or cells, right click on it, select cart, or you will get the cart option in the clipboard group also. Then you select the cell where you want to move it, right click on that, select paste option, or you can select paste option from this clipboard group. So this is another way to move the text. Now we will see undoing and redoing. So undo and redo commands, you know. Undo is used to reverse the last action performed in any application, and redo is used to reverse the action of undo. Like if I delete this text, we can bring it back by clicking on this undo button. So this undo and redo commands are very useful. That's why they are present in this quick access toolbar to access this command frequently. Accidentally, suppose you have deleted something, so you can get it back by clicking on this undo button. Several times we can click on this undo button to reverse last few actions, and redo to reverse the action of undo. Click on that, say again, this will be deleted. Undo, this one is redo. Now we have reached to the end of this chapter, where at last we will learn autofill option. Autofill option is very useful option in MS Excel. This is a unique feature using which we can fill a range of cell by a series of data. Like if I want to write the name of all the months starting from January, write January. Then no need to write other month names. You select the cell, come to the fill handle, which is the square located at the lower right corner of the active cell. Your mouse pointer shape will change to a black plus sign. Now drag it across the column to select the cell where you want to display the name of the months. See, even we can use 3 letters month name also. Jan. So all 3 letters month name will come like this. For weekday also, sun or Sunday. So for sun, we will get sun, moon, dew, and for Sunday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like that. So these are called series of data. So this is the autofill feature of Microsoft Excel, which is very useful to fill a range of cells by a series of data. So we have completed the chapter 6. You must do the practice in home. In our next class, we will learn some extra features of Excel which will help you to work in Excel. So wait for your next class. Till then, bye. Have a nice day.